Hello everybody, welcome to our Nightingale survival guide. So today we are continuing to kind of go over some of the little resources, little materials that you need to make certain items. We're working on our tier 2 clothing, so it's a lot of clothing based stuff. And today, excuse me, why? Today is all about buttons, and if you're making some clothing items, you might come to find buttons is one of the materials or resources that you need to actually craft that clothing item. So where the heck do we get them? Well, first, if we go to our progression tab, we have to unlock them. You'll find it in the refinement section here in under tier 2, and if you just scroll to the right a little bit, right here to the refined smelter, you'll see buttons right down right below it, and it will take 5 tier 2 essence to unlock. So let's go ahead and unlock that right now. Now to actually craft this, first of all, we are going to need a refined smelter or better. So it won't really, if you have just like the basic smelter, the crude one, that's not, or the simple I think it's called, that's not going to do it for you. You're going to need the refined or better. So we have that. Now we're going to just need our material, which you just need 1 ingot to make 1 button, which I think is a little silly because you'd think with a big old ingot you'd make quite a few buttons, but apparently that's just not the case. So I think we have our ingot. I'm gonna see if we can just kind of auto equip it if I've set up my little storage crate thingies over there correctly. But here we are at the refined smelter, so let's go ahead and access it. We'll see buttons right here. Again, we need our ingot. Let's go ahead and autofill. Great. So depending on the ingot that you put in here, you might get like a little bonus. For example, I have this ingot, Lacunis ingot, which means I'm going to be getting this kind of 4% increase to my melee damage. If you have something like tin, for example, I think that gives you a boost on your critical damage. So if you want to make your, if you're looking at boosting your clothing or your weapons in some sort of specific way, make sure that you take the time to use resources that are going to then make materials, like buttons, for example, to then, boost your overall clothing. It's a really good way to kind of maximize your stats, really. So we're just gonna go ahead with our Lucanus. I like the little bit of melee damage boost we're getting there. Oh, so we're also gonna get this Maleficium resistance as well. That's pretty nice. So highly recommend that. So let's go ahead and craft that. So that's going to take about 5-ish seconds to be made. And like I said, you're only going to get 1 button out of it, which really sucks. Just because, like I said, big old ingot, you'd think it'd make a little bit more. But we have our button now. There it is. You can tell it's green because I did use like a tier 2 kind of ingot to make it. If you use like a tier 1, it's probably going to have like a gray background, much like, these guys here. Or if you use something better than the Lucanus, like a tier 3, you'll probably have like a different color background as well. But we got green here, and we can see that this particular button is giving us, these attribute bonuses, the melee damage and the resistance, which is great. So when I put this on some clothing, I'm going to be, adding that to whatever clothing I make with this button. But yes, that is how you make buttons, and like I said, they are primarily used for clothing. So that's how you go about doing it. So if you do have any questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, keep surviving and keep thriving.